Okay, let's look at a couple of more examples of factoring perfect square trinomials, and there's just a little bit of a difference with these couple of two examples here as compared to the previous ones. So you've got 4y squared plus 12y plus 9, and you are told this is a perfect square trinomial and you need to factor it. Okay, so what you're gonna do is, again, put parentheses and put a square. That's the first thing you do immediately because you know this is a perfect square trinomial. Then your job is going to be a little bit more difficult, and that is because of this first term. So before it was something like x squared or y squared or z squared, okay, so it was easy. It was just a variable. So, and here it's also going to be just a variable. So because this is y squared, that's just going to be y. But because of this number in the front, you have to also use your table of perfect squares. So you ask yourself, okay, what is 4 a perfect square of? Well, 4 is a perfect square of what number? So look in this middle column where you'll find in these squares, right? These are all squares. And you're asking yourself, 4 is a perfect square of what? And the answer is 2. So it's not just going to be a y, it's going to be 2y. Because when you square 2y, what will happen? 2y multiplied by itself, 2y. 2 times 2 is 4, y times y is y squared. So you know that that's a perfect square. So just a little bit of a twist here. Instead of just y, you get 2y, okay? Now, because of this plus sign, you're also going to have a plus sign over here. And then the last thing you need to ask yourself is, what is that number a square of? What is 9 a square of? Okay, so let's find 9. And 9 is right here, and 9 is a square of 3. So that's just going to be 3 over here. And pretty much I'm done. I should, just as a check, take the first one, so 2y, times the second one, so 3, and then doubles that, and that should match this middle term. So that's 2 times 3, 6 times 2, 12, 12y, yes, so it does match. Okay, check. So generally, if you are told this is a perfect square trinomial, you don't have to check it, but it would be nice to at least understand that it does not work. For example, if this wasn't 12y, what if it was like 15y? Then it wouldn't have been perfect square trinomial, and then this wouldn't be working. Okay, so let's do one more. This one right here. So 49y squared minus 42y plus 9. Okay, so what is that? So first of all, it's a perfect square trinomial because you are told that it is. Okay, so you don't have to worry about why. Okay, but let's say you know it is. How do I factor it? Okay, so first, let's look at the first term. So as I was telling you, y squared is a square of y, right? Just as x squared is a square root of x. But what about 49 in the front? What is that square of? Well, 49 is a square of 7, right? Okay, so then this is going to be 7y. Then match the sign. Remember, this sign determines what's going to be over here. So that's also going to be minus, okay? And then the last step is, okay, what about 9? Well, 9 is square root of 3. We already know that. So that's it. We factored it. Again, as a check, if you take 7y multiplied by 3, so this one, and then double that, that should match that middle term. So 7 times 3 is 21 times 2, that's 42. Y, check, yes. So that's it.